Good morning.
Good morning.
What are you doing?
You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
All
So,
right, fine.
this is our second session sharing limiting beliefs and how to overcome them.
Right.
Yeah.
It's our part 2 of self-worth and self-esteem. And we're doing a series of, limiting beliefs that you have. And we will span different categories on the limiting beliefs that you have, from limiting beliefs for work and relationships and who you think you are, and your obviously your worth and your esteem. So let's get started.
Let's dive right in. I'm not attractive enough. This is something that I've experienced myself. I've experienced it with numerous clients. And I think what is so damaging is the societal beauty standards that we hold ourselves to and can never measure up to. And it's just BS, just absolute BS. And, I want to live in a world where women primarily do not suffer from having to measure themselves up to this bogus beauty standards of what they should look like, how they should be, and it's just ridiculous. But I digress. Moving forward, so if you're suffering from this negative belief, your current perspective might be something along the lines of, that your physical appearance is the primary measure of attractiveness, that people only value those who meet beauty, these unattainable, ridiculous beauty standards, and that you're going to face rejection because you don't measure up.
Right.
And so the alternate belief is that attractiveness is unique and multidimensional, and I am valuable for who I am. No needing to meet any societal standards. And when you come to the understanding and the self-belief that you don't need to meet these societal imposed standards, then you can move from a state of feeling insecure and inadequate and jealous, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also, less than. It diminishes self-worth. And so when you can move away from the current perspective of needing to, measure yourself against these standards, to appreciating your uniqueness and realizing that you have value just as you are, then you can step into more confidence, more self-acceptance, and appreciation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And let me go to the next slide. I'm too flawed to be loved. And, that's unfortunate. A lot of people think that they have to reach certain expectations in order to be worthy of love. And they have that perspective that people only love those who are perfect, and they feel like they have to be perfect. Or their perspective is that my mistakes and flaws make me unworthy of affection. And so, we have this, we're at a disadvantage when we think that we have to be perfect, because you base everything on your perfection, and no one's perfect. No one can do every single thing in perfection. And people that do things close to perfect, they probably have practiced a lot and are able to do certain things to a greater level of perfection. But that's not something that is even necessary to be loved, right? And we don't need that perspective of if other people knew your imperfections, they would reject you. We don't have to be perfect to be worthy of love. Babies are born, they're not perfect, and we love them. And I think that if you look at the people that you love, you know their imperfections, and you still love them. So there's no reason to think or conclude that you have to be perfect to be loved. It doesn't even exist in your own community, in your own tribe, at work. It doesn't happen. You see people with a lot of imperfections and they're loved, and you can see that they're loved. And an alternative belief for that would be everyone has flaws, because we all do. And love comes from acceptance, not perfection. And by embracing this new perspective, you'll go from feeling shame and insecurity and loneliness to more self-compassion and acceptance and connection. And the fruit of the love comes from within you. And when you're more compassionate with yourself, you will feel more love, you will express more love, and you will also have others express more love towards you, because they feel that you're coming from compassion and not judgment.
Excellent. And so far, just full disclosure, at some point in my life, I'm 2 for 2.
I think we all are. Well, I me too.
Say that again.
I think we all like, oh, me too. That's the new me too.
So, and that I just want to point out that if you're feeling, if any of these are resonating with you, so far, like I have experienced the first 2 that we just covered, right?
Right.
So if anyone listening is experiencing any of these, limiting beliefs, know that you can overcome them. Okay. Let's see what's next. I don't have anything valuable to offer. So with this perspective, it's based on that value is only merited by those who have extraordinary talents or achievements, or that others have more skills and therefore are more worthy than you, or that you're not capable of contributing meaningfully. And so an alternative belief would lead you to recognize that everyone has unique value, and that, each of us brings our own strengths to the table. Right? Everyone has something to offer that is innately there. And, your gifts, your talents are not going to be the same as someone else's. And, learning to appreciate, again, your own uniqueness. And in terms of emotions, you can go from a state of worthlessness, feeling insignificant, having a lot of self-doubt, to, again, one where you feel self-confident, where you feel empowered, and where you can actually appreciate what only you can uniquely bring to the table.
Right. I mean, just think about it, how boring it would be if we were all identical. If we were all contributing exactly the same. It would crash our society, basically, because we wouldn't have people that would make us laugh, make us smile, to help us, to cause problems. We need it all.
Variety.
We need challenges. That's a unique perspective, right? We need challenges. See, that's my contribution. I'm different. And then I'm not as good as others. And people have this belief that, that other people are more successful and more talented or more capable than you are. And it's not that. I mean, some people, yeah, they might have different abilities. They might have more success in different areas, but we all have success in our lives. The thing that we need to look at is gratitude and practice gratitude, that where we are, and build from that. Because, if you walk into comparison all the time, then you're not going to, you're either going to measure higher than other people, or people are going to measure higher than you. And that's just a losing battle. It's never going to be, where you are the top dog in everything. And quite frankly, there's no need for it. It's better to be in community, and better to share the compassions, the love, and an alternative belief would be, I'm enough as I am, and I'm worthy, is not based on comparisons. And you can shift, when you compare a lot, and when you're thinking that other people are better than you and you're doing this, you feel more inferior, you feel more jealousy, you feel more self-doubt. And when you just come from where you are and focus on your strengths and contributing from your purpose, you'll feel more self-acceptance, more confidence, and more inner peace. And you are a gift to the universe, as opposed to somebody who is sitting in that feeling that you're inferior, and having that vibe of being jealous of other people and feeling that self-doubt. You have your unique purpose that you can contribute to our society. And don't look at other people's contribution. Look at what you can contribute, because we need you.
Yeah. And, comparison is it's just such a losing game.
Right.
I love a phrase that one of my wonderful friends shared with me: compare and despair. That's like, one will definitely follow the other.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm not deserving of happiness. Again, with, this measuring ourselves and evaluating and thinking that we're falling short, right? And so, some perspectives might be, I've made too many mistakes to deserve being happy, or happiness is for others, it's not for me, or I'm too flawed or inadequate to experience joy. These perspectives, these beliefs will definitely hold you down and keep you in this negative state of believing that you are not worthy of happiness. But, leaning into the fact that happiness is a basic right and you are worthy of it. Right.
Right.
And being able to shift that belief will lead you from feeling emotions of guilt and sadness and unworthiness to ones of feeling worthy, joy, and hopeful, and just knowing that, it is inherent.
Right. No. And, obviously, as the slide says, there are reasons that we have these limiting beliefs. And on each slide, you can see potentially what could have happened to you. And this, I'm not deserving of happiness, definitely has deep roots in trauma, guilt, and low self-esteem. And we can move past that. Every limiting belief that we're going through in this series is something that you can overcome by shifting your perspective and having an alternative belief.
Absolutely. And I think we will end it there, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. And so if anyone listening needs support, if you want to receive personalized support and begin your journey to a more empowered life, please reach out to Maria or myself. We're here to help.
All right. Awesome. Have a great day and a fantastic week.
Yeah.